everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. I'm Dusty, and we're going to be going to a place called the Forest of Fallen Giants. So before we start, you might notice some weird glitch happened. For some reason my character's face is black. Now, I don't know if this is like a glitch with like the tattoo I had or what, but I don't know. That's how we're going to be rolling today. So, with this Dark Souls 2 Let's Play, I plan to complete like one area per episode. That's the goal. Though some areas might take multiple episodes, and if I die multiple times on some of the bosses, I might do some editing. But the area we're heading to now is called the Forest of Fallen Giants. It's usually the first level that most people go to, though some people say the new meta is to go to another area called Hyde's Tower of Flame, but I don't like going there first. Now, we're gonna wait for this gate to open. These gates act as sort of like loading screens, that's why they open so slow. But a few seconds here, we should be getting a pop-up saying that we're entering a new area. Maybe it's once we go through that way, but we're not going through that way because if we go down here, there's an item. And we're going to be picking up a human effigy. Now we can jump over this way and find another little secret path. Okay, so now we're entering the Forest of Fallen Giants, as you can see that pop up right there. And this is, as I said, the newbie area, if I can manage to hit this guy. He's hitting me. Alright, so there's a bonfire over here. As I said earlier, the bonfires are checkpoints. And, so in the Forest of Fallen Giants, it's kind of a cool area. You can see there's these huge, like, gnarled trees everywhere. And later we will be seeing these trees that have formed from giants, because that's kind of the lore behind this area, is that when the giants were defeated in this big war, they turned into trees or something. That's one of the cool things about Dark Souls, is the lore and story are all kind of, like, ambiguous. You kind of have to, like, if you read the item descriptions, there's a lot of lore there, but also a lot of it you just kind of have to fill in for yourself. Though some people don't like that because some people like a defined story, but I like it because it just allows you to have a more personal experience every time you play this game. I seriously do not know why my character's face is black. It's kind of creeping me out. So if you've been keeping up with E3, you might notice that From Software, the creators of Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, announced a new game. Now, this game was originally called Project Beast, and there's a lot of like leaked screenshots and videos. No one knew like whether it was going to be a new Souls game or what it was going to be, because it looked similar to Souls games in that it had similar combat. But the theming seemed a lot different. It seems to be like set in like some sort of like Victorian vampire hunter era, or at least that's what it looked like to me. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I probably am. But it's gonna be called Bloodborne. They announced at the Sony E3 conference. Hopefully, it won't be a PlayStation 4 exclusive like Demon's Souls was for the PlayStation 3, because who doesn't like to play these Souls games? So, as you can see, I got hit a little bit right there, so I took a life gem. That's going to heal me over time. And I was getting hit by an archer, so we're going to go up here to kill that archer that was hitting me. And there's going to be a couple guys up here. As you can see, I still don't have a shield, so I have to rely on my, my dodging skills like that to avoid getting hit. Alright, that should be all the enemies cleared out in this little arena. There might be a couple, because what we want to do is we want to fight that guy down there who's like resting by the tree. But he's a tougher enemy, so I don't want any other enemies to be around. But we're going to go over here and we're going to pick up the short sword and Soul of the Lost Undead. We probably won't be using that, but I kind of like hoarding all the items in this game, so that happens. So this enemy down there by the tree, he's called a Hide Knight or Heidi Knight or Hade Knight. The word hide or hade is never said in this game, so people have their own pronunciations. But he's gonna drop a pretty good weapon for us. However, he's a tougher enemy, and there's still one little guy over here that I want to kill. So we're gonna try to get the jump on him and like do a jumping attack from behind and get a lot of damage in before he's able to stand up. So as you can see, he caught me right there. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty suckish at fighting this guy. So we're gonna slowly whittle him down, and I kind of like move towards him to bait out an attack and then hit him if he goes for the combo. Come on, go for the combo. Yeah. Oh, he didn't do the third attack. Oh, just dodged that there. Alright, he's down to about half health. Let's see if we can put some distance between me and him so I can heal. Alright, that worked out fine. Oh, I forgot about that attack. He does that attack where he just stands still and like then he like lurches out and goes for you. Oh, don't get too greedy. It's kind of the rule of Dark Souls is as you can see in the top left, I have this green bar stamina that anytime I take an action it goes down, and if it's depleted I can't do anything. So you don't want to attack too much when you have the chance, because then you might not be able to run away whenever he does recover. Okay, I rolled away, but he still got me there. But I should be getting him, because he's pretty low on health. But I'm low on health too, and I don't feel like healing right now because I don't want to waste my Estus Flask just now. Okay, he's going for the other attack. Yeah, he almost had me there. Alright, we got him. So he's gonna drop this knight, or drop this sword, the Hide Knight sword. And we're gonna equip that. I believe we can equip that. Oh, we don't have the dexterity to equip it. If you look down here, we need 10 dexterity. I believe we have 8. Yeah, we have 8 dexterity. So, I don't know, we might level up and get that. Or we might just stick with this weapon for now. The weapon we want to use eventually is called the Great Club, but it's going to be a little bit before we are able to use that. You might saw a white sign on the ground here. That's a summon sign. You can summon people to help you in this game. I probably won't be doing too much of that because, I don't know, sometimes the online connectivity can be a little bit weird, and it may take more time than it's worth it for in terms of recording. So you might have read that message said be wary of ambush. If you come into this room, there's going to be 2 guys here. So he managed to get hit in me on there, but I have some decent armor because my starting class is a knight, and he starts off the best starting armor. Alright, so we got that hit in there. This is a bit of an annoying area because you can't see it right now, but there's going to be a guy above this guy that's going to start throwing fire bombs at us, and these are also like the first enemies we come across that have some decent armor. As you can see, what's my current weapon? It's going to take 3 hits to kill him because he has a slight amount of health that 1 hit didn't take. And also, he has a big sword and he swings slow, so he might catch you off with that 3rd hit. Because all their combos are like 3-hit combos, but the 3rd strike is always coming in late, so you want to go for an attack, but then, okay, yeah, there's I just got hit in the face with a fire bomb right there, as you saw. This is the guy I was talking about, I said it's going to throw fire bombs. Alright, we got rid of him. Though we still have these other buttles that are going to try to attack us. And that guy's going to shoot arrows at us while we attack this guy, so let's get away from him. And we're going to drink our Estus Flask, because we're getting close to the bonfire. So we'll be able to reset our Estus Flask amount in a second. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a guy that kind of like blends in at the wall right there. And we're going to kill him. because over here we get a buckler, which I don't know how good this is because I never actually used it before, but a shield's a shield. So you can see over here it only blocks 75% of physical damage, but a shield's a shield. Oh wait, I can't use it effectively. Oh, I don't have the dexterity. So yeah, that's kind of the bane of my existence as a knight, is I start with low dexterity. But if you look at the bottom right, I'm up to about like 4,500 souls, so I could level that up a bit if I wanted to. Though I might just stick with this sword for now. So we're opening a door to this. Now this is called the Cardinal Tower of the Force of the Fallen Giants. We're gonna rest at this bonfire. Now resting at bonfire, not only does it heal you and like reset all your consumables, except for like ones that aren't reset, it also respawns all enemies. So if we were to go back the way we came, we'd have to fight through all those enemies again. But luckily we don't have to do that because we can teleport back to the main hub world if we wanted to, because you can teleport between any bonfires you've activated. So we could go down there, and as you can see there's a few items down there, those glowing orbs in distance, but there's nothing really down there that I want right now. So we're just going to ignore that area for the sake of time. And that's just like an optional path. Now if you come up here, you'll find this door. It's pretty beat up and it says it's locked. So if you're new to the game, you might spend quite a lot of time looking for this key. But it's going to be a while before you find this key. But however, a little known secret, if you just start bashing on the door, you can actually break it down. So you might see these little ghosts walking around. Those are other players in other worlds. You can see them like taking similar actions as me. But in here we can find a few items. There's going to be a chest here. I don't remember if this chest has a trap on it or not. No, okay. Some chests have traps in them that'll activate whenever you open them. And we just got another shield. Let me look at the stats on this shield. Small leather shield. Alright, so this also only blocks 75% of physical damage, but I can actually equip this one. So it looks a little bit silly, but we'll use it. And here we find another Estus Flask shard, and also a small white soapstone. Now the soapstone you place so that you can get summoned to other people's worlds. See, here's someone else's soapstone. I mean, if I hover over it, we can see I can summon asterisk X to my world. Now they're going to start showing up all over because I just picked up the sign. We might summon some people later. Probably won't do too much summoning of ourselves to other worlds because that can be a bit time consuming. So we're going into this underground area, and as you can see there's a lot of fire and there's like salamanders and stuff down there. We're not actually going to be going down there. What we want to do is we want to get to that elevator right there, and that's going to take us like further down past this area. But the pathway there is blocked by this locked door, so we're going to have to find a way around. And of course, the way around is full of enemies, because how else would it be? Oh, as you can see, I ran out of stamina right there, so I couldn't finish him off right away. Okay, that door's locked, and that's not one we can break down. There is a ring that we can get over there that will be pretty decent for early game. Where is this guy? Yeah. Okay, I just like completely missed him and woke him up, but whatever. So that guy just dropped a helmet. I don't know if I want to wear a helmet for his Let's Play because my character's face is pretty interesting, especially with this glitch we got going on where he's wearing blackface or something. So I'm taking some bad damage here, but it's nothing that we won't worry about. Now, this, like the other area, is also an optional area. You don't, like, to beat the game, you don't have to go through this little, like, side area of the Force of the Fallen Giants. But we'll meet an interesting NPC here who will give us some helpful items. So I like to come through here. Alright, this is a bit of an annoying area because you can see there's two guys with bow and arrows. There's one on the left, one up on the wall on the right, and this guy has a spear. Now these spear hollows are probably my least favorite enemies in the game even though I'm gonna get an easy kill on that one right there. But they're able to block their damage, or they're able to block while they're attacking. So you really have to watch out for them. Oh, okay, I started hitting him and stunned him before he got that third hit in, so that's nice. And managed to not get hit by those arrows. So we have to watch out for this guy here because sometimes he'll shoot an arrow right as you're jumping and you'll just fall into this abyss below us. Alright, I clean missed him there, but at least I made the jump. Okay, so we're gonna go into this cave here and we're gonna be like a little bit of have an Indiana Jones moment. Not really an Indiana Jones moment, but that's as much of an Indiana Jones moment as it will be. I still heard the boulder moving for a second, but looks like it's okay. So there's some more messages up here. Yeah, friend ahead. This guy's name is Kale. I'll just let him talk.
I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I've always been very fond of maps. I came to this land some time ago. Drangling, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen the jewel? Well, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangling. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you are fascinated by maps, just like me. Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion. What a joy to meet a kindred spirit out here.
Okay, so that guy's name was Kale, and he gave us a key to the mansion in Majula. Majula is the hub world that we first went to. Now that key will come handy later when we go back to Majula because there's some interesting items in that mansion. And he also has like quests later, but as you can see, he's also affected by the undead curse, and he couldn't remember why he came to Drangleic. And that's one of the things about the curse of the undead is as you lose your humanity, you become hollow, which is what these guys that we're fighting are, they're hollows. And once you go hollow, you basically lose any memory of yourself. You're basically you're hollow. I suppose that's why they call it hollow. Don't want to fall off that ledge. We'll just let that guy stay down there. He might come back and attack us later, but we won't worry about that. So right here's a blood stain. You can see how other people died. So yeah, he just walked off the edge. What a smart guy. Right. Oh, I guess we couldn't sneak up on that guy there. Now, these guys with halberds you want to watch out for because they're really fast compared to their other brethren. So, luckily we didn't have too much difficulty there. If we go up there, we'll start a mini-boss fight. And I don't want to do that right now. However, this is another firebomb guy, and if you look over there, you see a bunch of barrels. Those are actually gunpowder barrels. We can blow up that wall if he manages to hit us just right. So we're gonna stand over here and, you know, he actually just hit me in the face right there, which isn't very nice of him. Alright, please, I accidentally destroyed some of the barrels. Please hit this barrel. If I hadn't destroyed the barrels, we would have been good right there. See, that's what I can talk about. The spear hollows block like while they're attacking, which is really, really annoying. Alright. See if we can get this guy to hit this stuff yet. You might not be able to hit these specific barrels. He was really close that time. If he hits these, it'll open up a shortcut that... Yeah, there he goes. Alright, so... This room may look familiar. This is the Cardinal Tower bonfire room. So now, instead of having to go down and around, we can just walk out that hole in the wall. We're going to talk to this lady, because I forgot to talk to her earlier, and we can buy stuff from her. Alright, so we can buy some weapons from her and some armor. But most importantly, we can buy this key. And if you remember the blacksmith back in Majula, he was having trouble opening his shop. So we can take that key back to him and open up a shop, and he'll be a blacksmith for us. And also we get a Pharaoh's Lockstone, which I'll show you the use for in a short while. So we're going to come back down here. As you can see, that fireball enemy and all these enemies have respawned. But we're still closer to where we need to be. Okay, I almost got hit by the halberd right there. As I said, they're quick. Okay, so as you can see, I got staggered right there because I was blocking and I ran out of stamina. So the spear guy was able to hit me. And he's like got himself against the wall right now, which is really annoying. Alright, so we finally got him. I'm gonna just eat a life gem real quick. So, if you look inside this room, you'll see like all these ballistas pointed at you, so you don't want to walk right in there. What you want to do is you want to like set them off and then walk out. Normally that guy gets shot, but he didn't there, which is kind of annoying. But now we're gonna have like the rest of the army that was in there rushing out to greet us. Sorry that my commentary disappears when I'm fighting, but this game requires a lot of focus. So we took quite a bit of damage there, but that's kind of expected considering you're taking on about 4 guys, I think. So we're gonna go in here and get all the sweet loot that that is in here. So you can go down here, and this is if you remember, I bought that Pharaoh's Lockstone. This is where that's gonna be put to use. Yep, just gonna climb down this ladder. So, you might want to, like, newbies might open this chest and be like, yay, loot, but this chest is actually trapped. Oh, I seriously died there. Even though I knew that there was a trap. Well, as you can see, yeah, that's how the trap works. So we're gonna work our way back down there and attempt that again. I wasn't expecting to die there. Those arrows do quite a bit of damage. Alright, so we have to fight these enemies again because dying kind of counts as resting at a bonfire. Oh, God. You know what? Let's just go back to the bonfire and reset that instance because that was just terrible. Okay, so now the enemy's reset, but we also got back to full health, so we can just try that again. Okay, I'm just gonna make the same mistakes again, aren't I? Just gonna go for a third attack. You can't see it. Yeah. Alright, we got one of them dead. Now the spear hollow will just attack us. Now as you can see, I really hate this guy because he blocks while attacking. Oh, as you can see, we're going hollow now, so our appearance is a bit frightening. Though we seem to have lost our black makeup that we had on, or whatever that glitch was. And that one guy once again dodged death. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. He dropped an item there, so we'll pick that up in a second once we kill these dudes. Alright, the second guy just came out, so, oh man, I'm doing terrible right now. He's taking hits from all directions. Okay, I'm seriously about to die. This is bad. Alright. We're gonna heal up. So as you can see, we're out of Estus now, so we'll be relying on life gems. But hopefully we can go down here and not get killed by the trap chest this time. So that'd be very saddening, wouldn't it be? So down here you can see our bloodstain. If we retrieve our bloodstain, we retrieve the souls that we lost when he died. See, do I have a shield that has higher physical resistance? Yeah, I have this blue wooden shield. Alright. Oh, it's a different trap this time. Alright. So that was poison gas. We got out of it, luckily. And then we're going to pick up a Titanite shard, and that's something we can use to upgrade our weapons. Now, here you see this like face in the wall, and you're like, what's this? Well, if you remember earlier, I picked up a Pharaoh's Lockstone from that lady. So we're just going to shove that in its mouth. And then this wall is going to start glowing. And if we strike this wall, well, you know, treasure. Now, neither of these are trapped. And here we should find a Titanite slab, which is the most powerful upgrading thing you can find in the game. That's what you use like for your final upgrade on your weapons. And we also get a Chloranthy ring. So getting a Titanite slab that early in the game is good. And the Chloranthy ring, that allows us to allows our stamina to regenerate faster. So there's also a door over here, and it says it does not open from this side. So that's kind of a confusing thing. So it's not locked, but it just doesn't open from that side. So what you actually have to do is you have to knock. Hello. And now we have to fight these guys that are in here. So it's kind of one of the unique things about this game. Little Easter eggs like that. But there are some serious enemies in here. Like, we have these halberd dudes, like, which I profess my hate for. Plus the spear dudes, which I absolutely disdain. Cause, as you can see, he like was blocking my attack as he was going for a shield bash there. And like, that doesn't make any sense. So now, if he'll just... Yeah, you have to watch out for the attack, because you can't attack him while he's doing that, but he can still hit you no matter what. So... Alright, we got him there. So, now there's going to be more stuff in here. There should actually be a third ring that we can get. I believe it's the life ring? Yeah, life ring. We also got a large Titanite shard, which is another upgrade thing. Titanite, there's different types of Titanite that we'll be using throughout the game to upgrade our stuff. But yeah, we got that life ring. That'll increase our health a little bit. And if you look at our health, you'll notice like there's a small portion that's just gets cut off because every time you go hollow, you lose 10% of your health, and once you return human, that's the only time you have all of your health. So we're gonna talk to this man, Pate. This episode might be going a little bit long, but that's okay.
Treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey. Oh yes, you'll be caught. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier. and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the lid for himself, and it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Alright, so he basically told us that we go in here, it's a trap, but we do want to go in here because there's some decent weapons and stuff, or not weapons, but there's some stuff we want in here. And also, he'll give us a reward if we manage to complete this area. So as I said, this episode might be going a little bit long, but I might split it into 2 parts if I have to. So here we're going to go through like a little bit like a gauntlet of enemies, if you will. So we got more life gems, which is good because right now we're out of Estus class, so that's like our only form of healing. So one of the things that really bugs me about this game is that a lot of weapons you use will like get enemies down to a tiny speck of health, and never just like kill them in like 2 hits. You have to hit them with 3, even though the third hit is like completely overkill. So there should be a couple enemies that come out to meet us as we walk down this hallway. They might do it because they're walking so quietly. Oh, yep, there they go. So luckily he went for a shield bash there, not a poke attack, so he definitely could have reached us there if he used his poke attack. Oh, we got a 3rd enemy here. Dodged, like, just at the right time there. Alright, now we just have to deal with the spearman. Okay. We caught him off guard there. Picked up a firebomb, which we can use to open up those explosive barrels on by ourselves. So there's a couple enemies up there. One of them is another spear hollow, which it's probably my most said word this far on this episode. Might name the episode after it. Coming up with those episode names, man, it's hard. Alright, so he's out of the way. Now he's got this archer, but there's little do you know there's a hidden wall here that if we tap the interact button on, we can use. Now, you might notice a lot of these cues are for like an Xbox 360 controller. I am using an Xbox 360 controller here. You can use mouse and keyboard for this game, but I think it controls very awkwardly while doing so I tend not to do that. Luckily we got hit there, but that's okay because we killed that main dude. And at all times in Dark Souls, you want to only be taking on 1 enemy at a time versus multiple ones, even though you've seen that's very much not the case with this first area. But luckily, the enemies in this area are pretty weak. They die in 2-3 hits. So we're going to take another life gem here, heal up a little bit. You know, it's another pathway over there. Let's go talk to Pate.
Well, I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh, but you should take this. It allows us with luck.
Okay, so he gave us the light sign soapstone. I know I skipped through some of his dialogue there, but I don't really care about what he says. Basically, he's just telling us how to use it. This allows us to summon ourselves to other people's worlds, which, to help them. There is, you can do invasions, which is where you get summoned to the world to, kill them. What's up here? There's nothing I need up there. And there's a chance I might die if I go up there, because those enemies are a bit tough. But here we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We're going to try to avoid him if we can. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to just like run past these enemies. That's a viable strategy in Dark Souls. It's just run past all the enemies. Don't even bother fighting them. But we're very close to our objective here, so I am kind of rushing. Now here we're fighting 2 spear halls at the same time, which is... Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after us. So I just had the MOG dodge here, but this is very bad. I might die here. It could be very disappointing. Hurry, get through the fog gate. Hopefully they don't hit us while we're entering the fog gate. No! Oh, we made it through just in time. Alright. So we're going to keep running here. And if you remember earlier, this door was locked, but since we're on the other side, we can open it now. So now we can. Now we have a second shortcut that allows us to go straight to the boss. Alright. So we rested the bonfire. So this episode has been The Force of Fallen Giants. Next episode we'll be fighting the boss of the area. Or at least there's one boss of the area that we'll be fighting. I'll be ending the episode here. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.